I don't know what I would have done without that grouping. Thank you so, so much. And now, remember during the break, I said I was going to come back and talk to you about your phones? They're not dead yet, are they? Because I need your texts. Where are we? I need a number on a text to pledge. What's our status? Oh, look at y'all. Where are we? I need some more texts. Let me just say this to you. First of all, I want to thank Sandra Bookman for being fabulous. Oprah Winfrey says you wear a red dress when you want to be seen in the room, and girl, you better wear that red dress. Okay, back to my focus. I want to say to you this. All of us have been law students at some point, most of us in this room. Many of you did not pay to come here today. And yet you had filet mignon, did you not? Let's just talk about the economics of it all. If you're going to have drinks and a meal in New York City on a Friday night, I'm just going to be cheap here and just throw out $75 as a thing, right? That's probably cheap, like not a fancy restaurant. All I'm asking each of you for is $25. If you haven't already given yet, I'm asking you for $25. Please text $25. Your $25 can make the next judge, the next district attorney, the next defense attorney, the next legal aid attorney. We need your money to do the work. And I know it's uncomfortable. You don't want me standing here asking you for money. I actually like it though. So what I'm going to say to you is we have to keep going on, but I'm encouraging you to please give. I know this has been a long time, and I know the DJ is ready for us to party, and I am ready to party too, but I have some work to do. We have had, let's close this. We have had a tough year as black lawyers. I didn't think that at the Black Prom, which is what I call this, we would have to have a moment such as this where we talk about the loss that we've had in our community. We have lost a trailblazer. We have lost one of Brooklyn's finest. We have lost the late and great Ken Thompson, District Attorney of Kings County. And not only was he the district attorney, he was also my neighbor. We lived in the next block. I want you to look at his impact. If you would run the video, please.
Ken Thompson touched thousands of lives. Many of those who knew him streamed into the Christian Cultural Center to celebrate his
it was important for us to recognize that we have lost a trailblazer and here to accept the award acknowledging the work of her late husband is Lushawn Bembo Thompson here tonight. Hold on. If a photographer would just come to the front of the room, please. I apologize for the delay. What's happening here? Okay, here we go. Thank you. So, we had another loss, a more recent loss, and Judge Kuntz alluded to the loss of Justice Sheila Abdul Salam in his remarks. And when you talk about leadership and what that requires, I knew that we had to take on the charge of having a memorial to honor the life and the legacy of Justice Abdul Salam. And so we had the opportunity to partner with over 20 other bar associations to honor her life. But I think it was imperative for us to also understand how much we have lost. We've lost a member. We've lost a trailblazer. And I'd like to take a moment of silence. If you all would just stand to remember Justice Abdul Salam and the impact that she had in our community. Thank you so much. I want to tell you that there will be a memorial, a public memorial for her, from her family on the 26th of May, which is the Friday. I think that that's the right date. I apologize if that's the wrong date. It's Friday. It's on our website. It's going to be at a church. Is it the 6th? Is that somebody just? 26, thank you. The information is on our website. There will also be another memorial that will be happening. We will continue to give you information about the honoring of her life. She was, anytime you walked into a room and she was in the room, you knew that she heard you. And come on, you know, judges are fancy, right? So sometimes you kind of talk to a judge and you're like, did they know that I was just talking to them? You always knew that she heard you. And I feel her loss tremendously. And I know that we all do, and so thank you for indulging us. She is so missed. I'm going to move on, because this is one of my favorite parts of this show, which is the Member of the Year, because the person doesn't know who it is. This person, whenever I send an email and say, I need to find out about XYZ thing, and do we do this? Or can you write this letter about this judge? Because they asked us to write a letter and I don't know. She always answers the call. And when it comes to leadership, answering the call is very important. Our Member of the Year is the chair of not one, but two committees of this wonderful Metropolitan Black Bar Association. Her name is Asha Smith, and she doesn't know she's getting this award. Get up. You have to come up here to get it, so come on. You don't get to speak though. So. All right, congratulations. Okay, okay. I told you. They told me we're over. Okay, we have two Members of the Year this year. The person who was supposed to receive it, I don't know if she has arrived yet. If she is in the room, let me just tell you about her quickly. I've known this person since she was a law student, and she's been a hustler from the whole time. And all of you who know me know I love a hustle. She will say, you know what, I know that place is overbooked, but I will volunteer so I can get in there. And she does it with such grace and pride, and I know that it'll take care of whenever she's in the room. I hope that she's here, but if she's not, we're going to take this award and give it to her later. Desiree Alexander, are you in the room? Are you here? Okay, well, somebody tweet her. She got this award. And we move on. Okay. If you would put up my slides, please. I'm going to close this bad boy out right now. You ready? So, when I became the president of the Metropolitan Black Bar, where's my slides? Thank you. When I became the president of the Metropolitan Black Bar Association, I did not know we were going to have the president that we have right now. I'm just going to throw it out there. I didn't. Somebody should have told me. Anyway, they say to whom much is given, much is required. I have been given so much. So many of you in this room have poured into me, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I just want to let you know that I didn't know that the president was going to be who it was going to be now, so that you can understand what I'm talking about when I talk about this. Okay. So when we started out the year, I was like, I like P because my name is Paula, and P's will work. It's alliteration. It's great. So I had 4 things: pipeline, partnership, professional development, and presence. And what do those things mean? These are the things that I thought that the board and the bar and our community needed in order for us to kind of have a focus. Let's talk about that. The first thing we did was a backpack giveaway. A backpack giveaway to elementary students in each of the 5 boroughs. Why, you say? Because what does this have to do with the law? Let me tell you why. Because children need to see who they can be. And they don't need to see black lawyers when they are in court. They need to see black lawyers when they're getting free backpacks filled with stuff. And so we went to each borough. Yes, Staten Island too. Shout out. We went to every borough and we gave out 100 backpacks filled with stuff. And what I'm going to tell you is the looks on these kids' faces. You'll see down the hallway all of their pictures with the text to pledge number on it. They understood, their parents understood that this was a little bit different. Our t-shirts say Black Lawyers Matter. Because we do. Because we do. Quick update. This is going to be the second year we're going to do this. I have spoken to Justice Sheila Abdul Salam's family, and they have graciously said it's okay for us to name our backpack giveaway after her. And so, when I say to you, please give, I mean it, because this is going to fund these backpacks. And we're not going to give 100 this year. We're going to give 500 in each borough this year. So not only did we give backpacks, but we gave money, y'all, money. So you saw the students that got the scholarships. We also gave out LSAT prep scholarships. Why, Paula? Because the pipeline is blocked every time you ask somebody to pay for something. So bar prep, LSAT prep, students need these things in order to get the scores that will get them the scholarships and get them into the schools that will enable them to be the people that we know that they can be. So we gave them money. I need your text, please. I need your text, please. All right, let's keep going. Then I was like, ooh, partnership. So not just partnership, meaning it's like a double entendre, right? Because we want black folks to be partners at law firms, do we not? Yes, you heard what Joe said. So we have an initiative called the Partner Pipeline, in which we bring together partners at law firms and the folks who can give them business. We had over 25 GCs in a room just to meet black partners, just to have the opportunity to connect and have potential opportunity for business, right? This is important stuff. But then, it's not just partnership in that way, it's also partnership with organizations that can change our community. URI, where you at? So, you know I couldn't get on the stage without acknowledging the work of past President Taya Grace. She brought URI into our world. URI is an organization that helps the victims of domestic violence and their pets. And their pets. Oh, exactly, because think about your life and how important your pets are to you. And when you have a situation in which your life is torn apart and you have to leave your pet, that makes it even more torn apart. And they do the beautiful, wonderful work of making sure that families stay whole with their pets. And so we thank you and honor you for the work that you do, and we will continue to partner with you. This year, we also partnered with 100 Suits for 100 Men. So many of you gave your suits. Kevin, are you here? He was supposed to be here. Kevin Livingston is the brother who runs this organization in which suits are given to folks who have just gotten out of prison to enable them to go and do job interviews and come back into our society. We will continue to work with them as well. And then legal outreach. Y'all all know about legal outreach. James O'Neill, where you at? The pipeline is important. I'm not going to be able to say it anymore. Its pipeline is important. Backpack to the boardroom. We got to start with those backpacks. Next, professional development. So a lot of you work at law firms where you get this for free, but not everybody who works and who is a member of the bar is at a law firm. And even the folks who are deserve to have our bar association edify them in ways that they need to be edified. And so we have done CLEs, we have done other things, and we have also started to do webinars to make sure you don't have to come out. You can sit at your office and learn the things. Sonia, thank you so much for doing one of our webinars where we had over 100 attendees. Thank you. And then anybody who knows me knows I love a selfie. And I love a hashtag. Presence is the last P. We have hashtags. MBBA Learns. MBBA Greece, where you get to meet our board members and our leadership. I'm a Solution, where we do the work of impact in our community. Shout out to my president-elect, Jason Clark, for the work that he has done to show us that we can all be a solution, not just on police violence towards our community, but also we're going to step into the world of immigration, because we need to. MBBA NYC, that's our hashtag. Please use it. MBBA Gives. At Thanksgiving, we had over 100 people show up to volunteer on Thanksgiving Day. To volunteer. Because we give. Because we're supposed to give back. I told you before, I'm going to tell you again, Black lawyers matter. We do. There's not enough of us, but we're working to change that. The final P is party. So you all know that we have had a photo booth, we got one outside, and we have had a DJ everywhere. We're about to get to it real quick. Hold, please. Let me tell you what's going to happen next year. Innovation. We are going to do new and different things. Mentoring, because I told you, we got to put into the pipeline. Partnership will continue to do the work. Advocacy. It's time for us to get into the place of making sure that the laws reflect what we need them to reflect, and we are the lawyers that are going to do that work. And community, and training, which stands for impact. We're going to have impact. Now, I could not get up on the stage without asking you a favor, not just for the text, because I've already asked you that, and I hope the texts are coming through. This is what I need. I'm going to say this to you. I did a check to see how many people in this room are members of my organization. I did a check to see how many members in this room are members of the MBBA. Anybody want to guess? 30? 30%? No, 30. There's 580 people in this room. All I need for you to do is invest in this organization so that we can have impact. Please. 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 Now, okay, I told you before, to whom much is given, much is required. Leadership is a full body experience. What is happening? Somebody's touching this. Okay. Hold, please. I am telling you this. I give my whole body to the MBBA. My whole body. Right? In the middle of the night, you will see me sending emails on behalf of the MBBA. And the only reason I can do this is two things. Number one, I just need 2 minutes, please. The one is I was mentored and I was mothered. What happened to my screen, people? I was mentored and I was mothered by a woman named Joan Donna Griffith. She was killed on September 11, 2001. Everything that I do is in her legacy. Everything. But these good looks you see in front of you came from one man, and he's right here. It is my father, Peter Griffith, and I would like him to stand because he deserves an applause. Finally, I would like to tell you this. I have 2 children. Their names are Taryn and Austin Edgar. They are the reason I'm in front of you, because I know I have work to do to make this world a better place for them. But it's because of their father, who I love so much, that I can stand in front, literally stand in front of you right now, because he loves me. He loves me. And this is weird, right? Because you don't have people get up on stage and say this, but I'm telling you right now. Tosh, please stand up. Because he loves me, y'all. So, if you don't see me at the after party, I left with George Coons. Oh no, wait, hold on, sorry. I left, sorry, that was wrong. Wait, I read my lines wrong. I'll be dancing shortly. Anyway, I want to just say to you, thank you so much for coming here tonight. I want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to thank all of you for coming. And I want to say to DJ D Nice, I'm ready to party. Let's party, y'all. Thank you.